from the oldest park in baseball. MLB The Show comes your way from Fenway Park in Boston. Today, a matchup of AL East rivals between the New York Yankees and the Boston Red Sox. Going to be an interesting contrast in styles in this one as one of baseball's hardest throwers goes head-to-head with a top finesse arm. Next, Garrett Richards will be the starter for the Bo Sox in this contest. What's your take on him, Dan?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. And now the Red Sox have to deal with a real threat on the bases from the get-go. Throw won't get him. So a struggle that time for him in center field, and as a result, he'll be tagged with the E8 on the play. Now at the plate, Aaron Hicks. And he comes into this one really slumping. The numbers there over the past several games, not very pretty. First offering on its way. Hit hard on the ground to second. The run is in to score, and they take an early 1-0 lead. Well, due to the elite speed, some say he's in scoring position even when he's starting from first. And here Showtrack demonstrates why, as we see the incredible top speed as he came around to score pretty easily from second. Here's big Aaron Judge. Here comes the first pitch. Line toward the alley in left center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
One team's dream inning is another team's nightmare, right? That's their third hit of this opening inning. This one a double. That's got to have the pitcher pretty upset out there, and the manager wondering how long he's going to go in this one.
Giancarlo Stanton now, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. Well, these Red Sox entering play here this afternoon. They come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, if they're going to clean up their recent trend right now, they're going to have to find a way for it to start on the mound. They can't go out like last game.
Oh, and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center. It'll die on the warning track as the catch is made, and here comes the runner from third. And that'll plate their second run of the game as they take a 2-0 lead.
Always productive to score runs when you can, and that sacrifice fly right there drives home the second run of the inning.
Now in the box, Luke Voit, and the Yanks trying to make this first inning even sweeter here. From the stretch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Lewis is there. Let's see if they test it. And even with 2 away now, that ball just didn't get out there deep enough, so they'll hold him at third base. With that, here's a look at the Yankees starting lineup. Dero, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
Well, Matty, this is a fun lineup to watch. They lead the league in hits. They could do it in a variety of different ways. They got some guys in the lineup who can really bang and hit the ball out of the yard. And then they got the little scrappers, the grinders, who will beat this pitcher down, drive his pitch count up, and get into that bullpen.
Here's Miguel Andujar now. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. First pitch coming. Here it is. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Verdugo is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, 1 error, and 1 man left on base. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. It's the Yankees 2, Red Sox coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. Corey Kluber, a right-hander from Alabama, gets the starting assignment. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy's done a real good job on the year keeping the opponent's batting average down. Both righties and lefties coming into this one, hitting under 250 against this guy. He's been good all season long.
And the next up will be Alex Verdugo. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Red Sox, the left fielder. Alex Verdugo.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Yeah! A high fastball is in there. Well, this Yankee ball club entering play this afternoon here. They've been hot of late, winners in 4 straight.
Yeah, Matty, this should be an interesting watch today because this team's playing well, all facets of the game. But they're facing an ace on the other side today, and they're going to have to jump on him early if they're going to have any chance.
The windup and the 0-1. Taken, but that catches the inside part of the plate.
Hey, that's obviously the game plan against this guy. Bury it in on his hands. He finds himself down 0-2 now. He doesn't know if he's coming back in there or going breaking stuff down the way.
Just a bit too much run on the sinker that time as it misses off the outside for ball 1.
Play ball. He's safe. He's safe.
On paper, this had the makings of a real hard-fought game, but paper and reality, those are two different things. They pulled away and never looked back. How about to a tune of a 9-run victory?
Sunday night baseball now from venerable Fenway Park in Boston. Tonight, Game 4 of this 4-game weekend set between the New York Yankees and the Boston Red Sox. So the Bronx Bombers have won 5 games in a row. They'll look for number 6 right after this. Nate Eovaldi gets the ball for the Red Sox in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this guy's had a solid year up to this point. It's not an easy thing to do in baseball this year with all the high-scoring games, but this guy has an ERA of sub-3, and that's saying something. If he continues to do that, I think you're going to see a really good performance out of him in this
Leading
one.
Off tonight
into the box
Yankees,
now, Adalberto Mondesi, and we are set for
Adalberto
baseball here this evening.
Mondesi.
Guys, this Red Sox ball club entering play here tonight. They come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty, it hasn't been the best of times, D-Row. They've lost the first 3 games of this set at home, and the last thing you want to do is get swept in a 4-game series at home. You need to win this one.
Yeah, it can't happen. Can't get swept 4 games in a row on your home turf. Watch for the manager to make. He's going to make moves, and he's going to make them quick. I don't know what they're going to be pitching, hit and run. Something's happening today.
With that, here's a look at the Yankees' starting lineup. Mark, how do they go about breaking out the brooms on the road?
Matty, this team has high batting averages up and down the lineup. Just great approaches, consistent ABs from top to bottom, and that's the reason they've been so successful this year.
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and that'll bring up the switch hitter Aaron Hicks. First delivery to him on the way. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Guys, this is a team that's just continued to gain momentum throughout the year. What have been the keys to their success?
Yeah, I don't think we can be surprised. They're on fire right now. Continuing a hot start, Matty, no doubt. They've stayed strong. They've come out of spring training with one goal in mind, and that's to get to the postseason. Strong starting rotation. A lineup that doesn't quit. The guys seem to really rally around each other, and they got one of the strongest bullpens in the game.
Hard on the ground towards short. Bogarts has it, and very quickly they're 2 gone to start the inning.
Batting third, the right fielder, number 99, Aaron Judge.
Here's big Aaron Judge. 13 at-bats in the series so far with 4 hits. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line towards center field. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Hey, there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter. I know there's 2 outs, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4-hole monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
Into the box now, Giancarlo Stanton. As we take a look there at the difference in his numbers between June and July. Here comes the first pitch. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And he just couldn't keep that. From the stretch. A bouncer to the left side. Bogarts has it. And a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. Yankees kept off the scoreboard in their half of the first. Red Sox coming to bat. You've dialed in MLB Network. Luis Medina is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Yanks. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt, 5 full innings for this guy in his last one. You couldn't really consider that a powerhouse outing. He was able to get a no decision, but I'm sure he and the team are looking for a lot more in this one today.
And the next up will be Alex Verdugo. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The left fielder, Alex Verdugo.
First offering on its way. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Therefore, it is Stanton, and he's got it for the first out. With that, here's how the hometown Red Sox line up in this one. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
I know there's a lot of expectations for Xander Bogaerts to turn it around. Well, he's really struggled in this recent stretch. You look at it, he has only 1 RBI in the last 10 games, and he's hitting in the middle of the order. They're expecting a lot more production from him, and I'm sure he's expecting a lot more from himself.
And as the Yankees get started here tonight, guys, they come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
Yeah, Matty, this team's coming together right now. They're playing dangerous baseball. You can tell the look in their eye. They feel good about where they're at. They've won a few games in a row, and they look to continue that trend today.
And he takes strike 2. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Clyde Washington.
You know, D-Row, he is a pitcher's best friend, Clyde Washington. Down in the strike zone, he'll definitely call that ball right at the knees.
If he's consistent with it, Dan, which Clyde always is, I'm okay with it.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Batting third, the designated hitter.
Here's J.D. Martinez. He drove in one of his team's 2 runs in yesterday's game. First pitch coming. Here it is. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Clearly off with his timing on that one. A swinging strike.
Hey, from an offensive standpoint, you better get it ready. This guy is not throwing a ton of pitches. He's confident in his stuff. He is pounding the zone. He's got 2 quick outs. You better pull the trigger.
And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Red Sox. Still no score. Start of the second here in Boston. Let's check in with Heidi for a bit more on the weather.
Well, Matt, clearly there is no rain in the area as of yet, but the reports that I'm getting say precipitation is expected as this game moves along. Of course, the grounds crew and the umpires will work to get this one in without a delay. But they also told me that they won't hesitate to halt the game to let the weather pass through if it is impacting the play on the field or, of course, putting the safety of the players at risk.
Thank you. Bullpen ready for a game like this one will be an important step towards a victory.
You hope not, but you knew it potentially could happen. You kind of read the grounds crew. If they were running and scattering in the dugouts and running towards the tarp, you kind of prepared yourself that this one was going to get shut down at some point. But you got to stay focused. That pitcher doesn't care. He's trying to take food off your table.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Lewis is in pursuit. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
So here's how the Bo Sox are positioning themselves defensively. And let's focus our attention on Xander Bogaerts, shortstop, up the chute. One of the best in the business, one of the smoothest players in the game. We talk a lot about Robinson Cano and how he goes about his business at second base. The X-Man is no different at shortstop, and the bat plays too.
Digging in, Miguel Andujar. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. In the air now, out to right field. Lewis has a beat on it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Batting seventh, the second baseman.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. He's hitting .333 in the series, 2 for